2024 marks the launch of the 7th generation of the iconic Ford Mustang, and they have different engine options, including an EcoBoost, which is what I'm going to look at today. And best of all, this one just so happens to be a convertible. And the 2024 Ford Mustang EcoBoost convertible is the feature of the latest Novak Report review, so stick around. So this here is the 2024 Ford Mustang EcoBoost. What does that mean? Well, it means that under the hood is a more pedestrian 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It still puts out 315 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. That is, of course, so long as you put in the 93 octane. Put in something less and you'll get less results. But this is still a fun engine because you're going to get 0 to 60 miles an hour in 5.6 seconds, and you're looking at a top speed that they say of 145 miles an hour or 233 kilometers, which you would only do on a track. Of course, you would not do it on roads like this, and that incidentally is only about 10 miles an hour slower than the more traditional 5-liter V8 Mustang, the Coyote engine. So it's been an interesting thing that it's got some juice, but not ridiculously so. Now, this engine is paired only to a 10-speed automatic transmission. There is no manual with the EcoBoost, only the 10-speed. And even as a standard package offering, there isn't even paddle shifters, but you can get them should you opt for something called a performance package, which comes with paddle shifters, and actually something really cool is a drift brake, a handbrake, which you can obviously use for some of the more fun aspects of a car like this. But if you want the paddle shifters and you want the control, you have to get the performance package. And I think just with the 10-speed automatic as is, given how sometimes I found on the downshifts, it's maybe not as, I may have wanted a little more control over it. I think it might be worth the extra investment if you're really trying to have some fun, but you don't want to go with the V8. So this EcoBoost Mustang does come available in both a fastback hardtop and this convertible. And, convertibles have a certain, appeal, but they also lack in a certain amount of functionality. I kind of call the comparison with convertibles the old give and gain. And in this Mustang particularly, what do you give and what do you get? Well, you're going to lose on passenger volume. Mustangs aren't really much on space to begin with, and you're going to lose about 3.5 cubic feet of overall passenger volume. And you're also going to lose trunk volume. Because the convertible soft top has somewhere to go, and you lose about 3 cubic feet. You only had 13.3 without the soft top, and now you're down to 10.3 cubic feet when you put the top down. So, this really has limited functionality if you're really thinking about going, convertible and using it a lot. I love the opportunity. This is late May, and we've had a glorious week. I actually didn't know I had the convertible when I booked this. I knew I had the EcoBoost, but I got the convertible somewhat by surprise. And we've had glorious weather, and I don't know if I've even driven with the top up at all this week. Even when it's been a little bit cool, it's been fantastic. So that freedom is fantastic, and just feeling the air and hearing the exhaust notes and all the good things. But you get the good and you get the bad. So it really depends. How badly you want a convertible, how often can you use it? Here in Canada, there is some limited usage for it. Although I do know people who will drive a convertible in winter when it's not too cold to just, pump up the heat and put on the seat warmers, and it's still good. You can do that, which I've done too. But again, you give a give and gain with the convertible. Perhaps the most noticeable change to the 7th generation Mustang is the completely redesigned front driver and information display. Ford designers use the cockpits of fighter jets for inspiration and feature 2 flowing and curved displays that can be quickly customized to show information the driver wants or needs to see. The car's 12.4-inch digital instrument cluster can be customized to display different animated designs and new drive mode dependent visuals. The quality and clarity of the video animation when choosing personalized drive mode settings is on par with the quality of many current video games, and that's intentional, given how settings can be adjusted by simply swiping the graphic to rotate the car virtually in a true gamified style. The digital instrument cluster can also be optimally configured to flow seamlessly into a 13.2-inch Sync 4 center stack behind a single piece of integrated glass that's angled toward the driver. It's very much an upgraded look compared to the last generation. Now for easy entry and exit, there is an all-new race-inspired flat-bottom steering wheel which matches well with the car. Mustang has a standard cloth interior featuring all-cloth seats with optional micro-suede vinyl inserts and black seatbelts, while premium models benefit from upgraded wrap and accent stitched across the instrument panel and door trim. EcoBoost models, such as what I was driving, feature Ford's ActiveX synthetic leather upholstery with multiple color options. So this is the EcoBoost, and you would not probably expect it to have the same guttural exhaust notes as you would on the GT with the 5-liter. However, it still does pretty good. And in fact, if you have the exhaust package, you can program it to have maybe even a little more gnarly exhaust notes than otherwise. Press that Mustang button, which thankfully is down there, not on the wheels it used to be, and you can get into some controllable screens. But where you get into is basically, you can see here there are different notes. So I can start off with being silent. I guess if you're getting home late and you don't want to be caught where you're at, you can go on there. But this is your normal note, and if you give it some go, I mean, it's not bad. But then you can put it into the sport exhaust mode, which gives you a little more throatiness. And then of course you have your track mode, which is really into the again, it's not bad. It's certainly not the 5-liter, but for what it is, for a 4-banger, I'd say it's pretty darn good. A neat little upgraded feature with the 2024 Mustang, which is available standard on the 5-liter, but is an available option on the EcoBoost if you have the performance exhaust package, is something they call remote rev start. If you want to show people what it sounds like, this revving engine, without actually being in the car, you can use it with your fob here. You just do a simple quick press for a, and then if you want to do a full rev, again, here we go. I'm right here and it's running. Do it one more time. You can try it one more. Pretty weird. So what about you? What are your thoughts on this 2024 Mustang and the EcoBoost itself? Do you like the 7th gen Mustang? Is it better than the 6th? What about this EcoBoost engine? How do you like it over the 5-liter? Is it enough? Or is it really just a mild substitute? Let me know. Put some comments in there and let's see what you think. And if you like this video review of it, please make sure you do so by indicating it and sharing it with others. Now, if you're not subscribed to my channel, the Novak Report, now would be a good time to do so. And if you are subscribed, make sure you remember to ring the bell so that you're notified of every time I upload something new. Well, there's still some daylight left, and I'm going to enjoy a little bit more of this convertible time. So I'm Eric Novak. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Away we go.